Hello everybody. Greetings and welcome. It is such an honor to be live with each of you. Although we're in our separate little cocoons, this is the way we're reaching out and having a viral-free hug and connection time. And so thank you for tuning in with me to this spring celebration of intention and love, gratitude and clarity. And so please tag or share and definitely comment, because I'm going to be reading all of the comments. I want to know who's on with me today and just saying hello, like big hugs. I wish I could just reach out and hug you all, and this is my way of doing that from my deck here in Sedona, springtime, and welcome. Like, you are dear to me, and I just wanted to look at this beautiful altar. I've just had so much fun creating this because this is my favorite thing. This is my favorite season, is spring. And I know we're coming out of the darkness into the light. Oh, it's good to see Carrie's on, and I don't know some of your names on here, and it's just so beautiful to see each of you. Jason's on, and each of you, maybe we've met before, maybe we've just connected online, maybe you've been a client or whatever. I just want you to know that I am here for you. And welcome to spring. This is such a powerful time as we are moving out of the winter. As we said goodbye to that, we said goodbye to the winter. We're actually saying hello to more sunshine, and the spring is a time of hope and new beginnings. And I know that, like, right now it might not feel like hope, and it might not feel like, yay, this is fabulous. And I want to honor, as we go through this massive transformation like we've never experienced before, anything kind of like this, a collective quantum leap in humanity and a global transformation of all of our systems, how we relate to each other, how we care for ourselves, is all up for review and transformation right now. And we're still very much in the cocoon. And I want to acknowledge the part of you, the part of me, the part of our systems that are still kind of deeply entrenched in the darkness, that are being shaken up right now, and you and me along with it. And I want to really address the part of you and me and the collective that are still very much in the cocoon, and our identity of being the caterpillar and all of the things that we've been attached to. Certain conveniences, certain products, toilet paper, and just hugs and connection, things that we are used to grabbing on the shelves, and different things that aren't sustainable are being pulled from us at this time. And, you know, I want to acknowledge the panic, the overwhelm, the frustration, the uncertainty that is happening right now as we make this transition from caterpillar to butterfly. And it's going to take more than a minute, people. It's going to take some time. And, you know, the butterfly is in that cocoon for quite some time, and it doesn't know what's happening. And so that's it. You and I, the collective, we don't know what's on the other side. But spring is about hope and possibilities, because we know this time will pass. We know we're not going to be stuck in this cocoon forever of shadow. And that's the whole point of springtime, is that it's the time. We don't yet have the harvest, but it is time to plant the seed of intention so that we do have a harvest in the future. And oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my God, it's good to see all of you guys that are tuning in. Oh my gosh, my heart just goes out to you. So much love. I just had to pause and say that. I'm just so deeply touched. Please give a shout out. Let me know how you're doing. I'm going to be reading all of the comments and commenting and replying back. So this is our way of connecting. So You know, this is a time for community, even if we are doing this virtual. And it's a time for connection. It's a time for us to connect inward as everything has stopped and a lot of our distractions and a lot of our busyness and travel and go, go, go has been like paused for us. It's a time to just slow down and get clear so that we can plant the right seeds going forward. And that we're not out of fear or out of anxiety taking action from a hustle, worry, fear place, because then we're planting weeds in our garden rather than seeds. And our harvest will be limited if we're not really planting clear seeds that are aligned with our soul's mission. And this is an exciting time. It's an uncomfortable time. It's a scary time, and it's also a fantastic time. So as we drop in, we get to celebrate and surrender that we're letting go of some things. And I want to acknowledge this part of you that is challenged by that, what you're letting go of. I want to acknowledge the part of you that doesn't want to give up your conveniences and doesn't want to give up a way of living that isn't sustainable or your convenient products. I too am being challenged every day. And this is where we get to be really compassionate with each other and with ourselves as the waves of overwhelm kind of just keep moving, and it's okay. And so in that, I'd love for you to just take a moment to just close your eyes. Whew, and just drop inward. And take a few deep breaths with me. Oh, and a few deep exhales, audible exhales. Let's hear it. Oh. And as you keep closing your eyes and just allow your breath to be the broom that is sweeping out and sweeping away any density, any tension, any fear, any residual that you've taken on, any heaviness, any emotional density that you've taken on from the outside world and what is happening. Just, we want to peel away all of those things that aren't you. All of those things that aren't true. All of those things that are blocking your purest essence, your purest seed, your divine truth, your light. Let's exhale away the fear. Let's exhale away any worry. Let's exhale away any collective panic. Anything that you've been holding for family members or loved ones. So we can peel back the layers and come to the seed that lives inside of you, that truth, the part of you that can't be taken away, the part of you that is free, even in quarantine, the part of you that has no limits, no boundaries, and is pure and whole and centered and calm. Let's breathe into that part of you that is that. That part of you that is live, that is peaceful, that is confident, that is pure, that is safe, that is connected, that is eternal. And begin to see the color it is right there in the middle of your heart. The beautiful color of your purest essence. What color is it? What shape is it? And feel it wanting to expand, wanting to spread, wanting to be birthed, expanded, shared. And feel those parts of you that have been hidden out of fear, or who am I, or I'm not good enough, or it's not the right time, or fear of rejection, fear of failure, excuses that I'm not ready yet. And It's time. It's time for you to shine. It's time for that part of you, that deep soul essence, to come on board. It's game time, brothers and sisters. It's game time. And our soul has been preparing us. Our human experience has been preparing us for now. So I want you to feel that part of you. That is alive, that is eternal, that is safe, that is connected. And let's just take a moment to receive a message from your soul right now. As you breathe and you exhale, connect to that soul essence, that eternal part of you, and what message does it have for you right now? I want you to feel that part of your higher self, your future self, your soul self, that has in its hands, reaching out to you, a gift right now to help you navigate these challenging times. A gift, a tool that you will need, or something that you used to have, or a tool you used to remember, or a new tool, a new gift that you will need to help you navigate these uncertain times. And so receive this gift from your soul at this time. And breathe it in. Bring it home. Receive it. Let's send some gratitude to our soul to be moving through the layers and speaking through to us through synchronicities, through intention, through intuition, through different messages, that we are open to continue to receive divine guidance as we navigate these times of radical expansion and transformation. So open your eyes and come back into this space with me. And put in the comments a message that your soul gave you. Put in the comments a gift that your soul is reminding you or is giving to you at this time. Like, what's going to help you? Because we have this ability. You would not be tuning in with me if you didn't already know that you had the ability to receive divine guidance. And that is one of our most powerful gifts right now. As we are moving into completely uncharted territories in so many ways. Our financial situation is totally crumbling and redefining itself, and I'm right there with you, kind of scratching my head. How does this work exactly? The new paradigm with the finances and what is being dissolved so something more sustainable can be built, and how we treat ourselves. This go, do isn't sustainable. And so what is being dissolved so that we can create a lifestyle that's more thriving, that is more harmonious, and that is also more connected, more balanced, more joyful, and more sustainable. And the collective systems about how we relate in community, we've been kind of isolated and not really connected. And so we're coming back to deeper connections. And so all of the systems are crumbling, and I know that's scary AF, and that parts of us are still very much, hooked into the old paradigm. And as it crumbles, along with it are attachments. And if you haven't yet tuned into my little transmission on my podcast, the Shamangelic Healing podcast, on the Let Love Go Viral, there was like a 30-minute, transmission that I recorded like a week or so ago. So tune into that, and I share about the Hopi, which are on a reservation not far from here, and how the Hopi prayer mentions that this is a challenging time and a beautiful time, and that this river of transformation is going to be moving very fast, and we're going to have this conditioned response to hold on to people, to identity, to money, to material things, to identities, to structures that are crumbling. And that it's kind of like the walls of the river are eroding because the river's moving so fast, and yet we're grasping for the roots of the trees, trying to hold on. And in doing so, it's taking a tremendous amount of energy, and we're experiencing a tremendous amount of pain and struggle in that process. And so where can we trust? And this is where that faith and spiritual connection comes in, that we can let go of the shore and push off into the river, into the unknown, and be like, okay, throw our hands up, keep our head above water. Like, we still need to, tread water at this time and keep our head above water and take care of ourselves. But we're also in this beautiful time of like, wow, look at us. We are surrendering into the flow of divine possibilities right now. This is the birth, a cosmic, and we just had a quantum leap. We had a leap year. So we're in this quantum leap of evolution. Your soul came here for this time. You came here. You already said yes to be a part of the most phenomenal human transformation that has ever occurred. And you wouldn't be listening if you weren't on the, okay, it's go time, I'm in for this. And so I want to acknowledge the part of you that is awakening, that is actually excited about this, that although it may be super scary and uncertain, is also really feeling like this is the best time ever. And your soul already agreed to be here. And as each of us, even in our knowing of that, like I know that, you know that, and then like yesterday I just woke in just a big funk, and it was just sticky and heavy and, kind of just yucky. And we're going to have those days. We're going to have those moments. Sometimes they'll be a minute. Sometimes it'll be a whole afternoon. Sometimes we'll be really almost drowning in it. And that's the reminder of like, oh, I'm holding on to something. Let me be gentle with myself. Let me be nurturing as the transformation happens, and we'd be like, oh, I'm struggling. Can I sit with those feelings instead of be drowned by them? Can I turn toward them with compassion? And that's what I needed to do yesterday, is to just, okay, I need to step back from the doing. I had tons to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything from this place right now, because then I'm going to be planting weeds instead of seeds. I'm coming from a place of worry or overwhelm, and I don't want to engage with you with important choices in my life or people that are important to me from a contracted place. So we're also birthing whole new systems of how we take care of ourselves. And when we wobble, and we will, because these are big waves. These aren't just like little trickles that are, that are going up on the shore. These are big waves, tsunamis, each one every day. And I laugh because it's like, okay, what am I facing today? And whether it's a news you get from a loved one or a family member, or whether it's something that's happening inside, or a part of your business is crumbling, or it's another thing that the government is doing to try to protect us, and keep us safe, So in this, when you do have those wobbles, breathe, surrender, get still, step back, hold space, be gentle, get curious, nurture yourselves, reach out for help if you need it. I want to see, I'm seeing that Bridget is saying that to trust that we are being supported. Carrie's saying we are built for courage. I love it. Aaron's saying trust in your personal movement practice. Leading with gratitude says meditate, move, follow the synchronicities. Yes, those are signs. Cindy says stay my course. Terry Lynn says self-love and believe. And yes, keep those comments coming. And this is how, and I want you to, even after this call, go back and comment on somebody else's, comments as well. And let them know, like, hey, way to go. Good for you. I'm doing the same thing. Hey, thanks for reminding me about that. This is how we create conversations virtually. So I want to share with you this beautiful altar. It's so much fun creating it. And wow, this is amazing. So on the altar, which I hope you can see here, underneath, first of all, the tapestry underneath is the heart chakra mandala the Anahata. And so underneath everything that's happening, can you bring love? Even when you're having a big wobble, even when you get contracted, even when you are like looking at numbers in your bank account, even when somebody else is being triggered, when, you know, some challenges are happening in the external, in the community, when there is greater death or system, you know, deaths or greater systems that are crumbling, and like there's a lot of chaos externally. Can we come with love? So that's the first thing I put in the center is love. This is the crown, corona. Corona means crown. This is awakening. This is a respiratory infection. So this is about how can we breathe and keep the doorways of our heart open at this time. We're going to be stretched to evolve out of the primal scarcity, adversity, anger, reaction, primal fear-based frequencies. And we're being invited to raise that up into the heart so that we can be radically compassionate with ourselves and others. And how can we bring that love forward to the community instead of anger and blame and scarcity and like tug-of-wars over toilet paper? How can we stay in the heart and rise above it? So the first thing is love. At the very bottom that I put here is healing. This stone, the healing stone. Because as, you know, as things are getting pulled from us and wounds from the past that haven't been fully dealt with are rising yet again in our shadow to be looked at, transmuted, evolved, healed, learned from, and the gift received, that this is going to be a time for radical healing. And a lot of you have already been doing your work over and over and over. You've been looking at your past for clues and, you know, releasing the victim. And as we move into the next stage of expanding our wings and moving into the next level of who we are, we're going to visit the shadow again and again and again, just so that any of the residue that hasn't yet been transformed, that it continues to be resolved, so that as we move to the next level, the shackles that would keep us from flying and our liberation and our freedom get resolved again. So be, you know, be patient with yourself as you meet the stories again, or you meet a new aspect of the story that are binding your wings or holding you back. Okay, at the top, peace. As you navigate this experience, it's going to be chaotic externally and internally, and let this stone be your grounding to keep come back to peace. Maybe that's with your breath. Maybe that's with meditation. Keep coming back to peace. This is a time for radical courage. So I put that stone, the courage to face our fears, the courage to move into the unknown, because that courage is going to be what provides freedom for us. And so I put the freedom stone on there, because the courage to navigate the darkness is what precedes, and the let go, the caterpillar, to let go of all of those attachments and to be in the courage of trust, allows us to have the freedom when we come out of the cocoon, but those come before the other. This is a time, another stone, of radical growth. And so I put the growth on there, because whether we like it or not, we can have the choice to grow, or we can be pushed to grow. And we're having a little combo of a lot of the pushing right now, and some choice. This is the time to dream. What is on the other side that we can dream into right now? What are the intentions of who you are becoming and the new paradigm that you want to be a part of building in this new collective as the old systems crumble? What are you dreaming into for yourself, and what are you dreaming into for humanity and for a planet that is more sustainable and thriving? I put succeed also on the altar. This is success. Let's have that vision of success that we are succeeding in building the new systems, and that we can see it and feel it. We can feel and see the new paradigm, even though it's not yet manifest. We start it here. We plant the seed of awareness as we dream, and also experience the joy of being in it right now, and also the joy of what we're saying yes to in the future. And so that is the altar, the stones. And of course, the crown itself, the corona, is the lotus flower. And so I put that on here as well, because the petals of awareness are awakening. We're being shown what is false, and we're being shown what is true. So I put that there as well. The little puma on here, brought this back from Peru. I've spent many equinox and springtime bringing in the new season with in Peru. So the puma is about fierceness. The puma is about patience and clearly stalking what you want, and not following the path of what isn't yours, but following your path and pouncing with clarity onto exactly what it is that you want. And I also picked from the Gaia deck from Tony Carmine Salerno, these 4 cards for us today. And the first card that I pulled was perception. And this is about beyond the veil of illusion. And I want you to take a look at that card. Perception, how we see what is happening, is super important. When we are seeing things from contraction and fear and limitation and scarcity, then we're actually going to be in the primal brain that can't see the bigger picture. And so it's important for us at this time to move into the perception of this is happening for us. We are going to be okay. And the perception that this transformation is preparing me for what I've always asked for. And so perception is really important right now. And we're going to be moving, sometimes you're going to perceive it as it's amazing, and sometimes you're going to move into the contraction, through the human eyes, that's really scary. And other times we want to shift into the perception up here of the third eye and the crown that can move through the veil of the illusion that this is a trauma rather than a blessing. Doesn't mean we're not still going through the waves of dissolving our attachments, and that our emotions won't still be triggered. The next card that I picked for today was Rising Above. I love this card. Clarity, freedom, solution. Look at that dove. And this is ultimate peace and freedom. The dove card. That, the dove that brought the olive branch after the floods, and Noah and the ark, and that the dove was the first sign of hope. Spring is that purity, clarity, hope, and perception. So I want you to look at that beautiful dove that's rising above all of the chaos and bringing hope, even though we might still be in that ark of navigating rocky seas. After the rains come the rainbow, and the dove brings us a sign that it's going to be okay. And even though we are still very much navigating uncertain seas, just know that the dove is bringing us hope to rise above the situation, to ride it, and to know that we won't be staying in this forever. And that we may need to just keep breathing and keep celebrating and keep reminding each other of that. The next card that I picked, so dear, Sacred Earth Mother. And this is about a message of love from Mother Earth. And because we are in a closed system with Mother Earth, her air is our air. Her lungs are our lungs. And frankly, we've been polluting our lungs, our air, which is her air, with all of the industry and fossil fuels and production. We have been polluting her lungs. And so she had to shut down, we had to shut down. And, the air quality is returning again as we all kind of step back from engaging in such a way. And so Mother Earth is also here sending a blessing of healing and hey, we're in this closed system together. Stay connected to her. Her blood, which is all of her water, is our blood. And we're in a closed system. And so if we're polluting her waters, we're polluting our waters. If we put, chemicals on the crops, if we use, things to, weed eater and all of these things that are going into our water system and affecting our quality of water, they're affecting our water as well. And so Mother Earth, we want to stay connected to her. We got disconnected. And this is a time to reconnect as we slow down and take this time to be in solitude. Not isolation, but solitude. The gift of being deeply quiet in the sanctuary that's Mother Earth. The trees are filtering the air for us. Let's be in gratitude for Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for everything that you've done. We are sorry that we have disrespected you. And so this is a loving exchange that we can come back into the heart and creating harmony with Mother Earth again. And the last card that I picked was the Tree of Life card. Fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. So look at that card. It's fabulous, huh? And this is really about planting new roots so that we can have more sustainable strength when wobbles come, that our trees aren't being knocked over. So our systems currently weren't rooted in things that are sustainable. So that's why they're crumbling. Our physical health, our finances, our politics, like our health system, it's crumbling because it's not sustainable. The way we treat Mother Earth, the way we treat ourselves is not sustainable. And so the tree card is about us building a more solid foundation with roots that really are deeply strong, and that they're going deep into Mother Earth. They're sustainable, they're stable, they're authentic, and they're strong. And so where can you plant deeper roots on solid ground? Your habits, your lifestyle, your beliefs, your priorities, how you take care of yourself, how you treat other people, and how you serve. How are you building a stronger foundation so that you personally are a strong tree for the community? And then you're able to bring your fruits of abundance to support the community. And so the Tree of Life card. I want to hear from you. Like, what's landing for you about the stones or about the cards? I want to hear what card or what message is really deeply landing for you. So the other thing that I want to know is, as we have this connection with Mother Earth and we kind of apologize, a bit, today I invite you to spend some time in nature and to really deeply just bring an offering. Like, I'm going to plant all of these offerings, these sweet little flowers that she's gifted. I'm going to express my apologies, my commitment to love her, and also my gratitude for her and all of the food and herbs and everything that she has given us. Fresh air to breathe and beautiful flowers to smell. So I invite you to spend some time with Mother Nature. There's also rosemary, all of our herbs, and then the flowers as well. I invite you to make a little offering today. Go into some place in Mother Nature today, and to just sit quietly, be in the solitude of connection with her. And the second thing, and it's just dig a little hole, bring a little flower petal or a little stone or a little leaf. This is from Peru, this particular poncho, and they would use ricoca leaves called the quintu, like to blow their blessings in, and they would plant that, either put that in the fire, or they would dig a little hole and plant and bury that offering and give it back to Mother Earth. And this is how we do that. Is called a despacho, like an offering of gratitude to Mother Earth. And I have a crystal here that I'm going to plant my seeds of intention into in the soil today for Mother Earth. And I invite you to do the same, to pick something, a little stone, a little crystal perhaps, or a rose petal, whatever it is, and plant your seeds of intention. So what is your intention? Whether it's your intention of how you want to be, or whether it's an intention of how you want to serve, or whether it's, gratitude. Because you would not be listening to this. I guarantee you would not be listening if you were not a part of leading humanity right now. You are part of the solution, or there's no way you would be listening right now. And I know that there is a resource, a tool, or a gift that you have that you can help humanity in some way. Maybe it's just, picking up something from the grocery store and leaving it for a neighbor that is quarantined right now. Maybe it is thanking the healthcare workers. Maybe it's an Instagram post. Maybe it's a call, a group call that you make, or a call that you reach out to a friend or family member to see how they're doing. Maybe you have a gift or a tool or a product or a resource or an idea of how to build the new systems, how to create more sustainable recycling, an idea for a more sustainable product. What role are you playing right now? Because I don't underestimate you for a moment, and I know you have a role to play. What product or service can you bring forward? Get off the bench and get in the game, because I know you would not be listening to this if at a deep soul level you didn't already say, I'm coming in at this time and I put me in, coach, I want to help. And I know that you have gifts that you can offer at this time. And so with a crystal today, or with any little stone or a little petal or a leaf, I'd like you to clearly place what intentions do you have for your next set of wings. What are you intending for yourself? How to be, how to serve? What cosmic dream are you planting for humanity? What tool do you want to, or gift do you want to give out to humanity? And so I invite you, and I want to give this crystal back to Mother Earth, because we have taken so many of her crystals and it's time to give back. And so today I'm going to be planting my intentions. And this is how we do it. We just breathe our gratitude, our love, our passion, our truth, our dream, our joy, our service. We're going to take that and breathe that into this crystal, or whatever you choose, a stone, a petal, and we're actually going to plant it into Mother Earth. And I invite you to engage in this ceremony on your own, in the solitude and the blessings of Mother Earth. She is your sanctuary. She is ready to be in solitude with you. She's ready to help you heal, and you can shed what you're worried about. Let her unconditional love hold you through the process. And, you can weep on her belly. And what is really cool, what I've been enjoying is just getting on the land and being barefoot. That connection to Mother Earth is one of the free, amazing things that you can do to actually improve your immune system, is be barefoot and be grounding on Mother Earth right now. And be in this beautiful connection of heart-centeredness with her. And so I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I invite you to create your own ceremony in your own way outside with Mother Earth, and planting your seeds of intention, your gratitude. Surrender and let go of anything that you don't really want or need at this time. And I want to thank you for tuning in and just taking time to be in a sacred way with me. And this is the Hopi say, that this is a time for every choice, every action, every conversation to be from a place of sacredness. And I am sacredly connecting with you right now, with clarity, with compassion, with joy, with hope, and with tenderness for where you're still healing. And I want you to know that I am here for you. And please tag or share this with other people, that even if it's after the fact, maybe somebody that you know might benefit from this experience, or you want to share it with them, or tag them. Please let other people know about it. And the other thing is that today at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a group Zoom call. And that is going to be 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I will make sure that Lauren will be posting the link to that in the comments below. So look for that comment, and that's going to be 3 o'clock Pacific time. That's going to be a clarity call where we can interact a lot more. It's going to be a Zoom so we can see each other. We can converse with each other and have a big group hug and love and celebration. That is happening today at 3 o'clock on a Zoom call. So check that link out. And the other thing that is happening and available for you, I know a lot of people right now are really just in the overwhelmed space. And so I have, well, life has cleared my schedule. Thank you. And so I'm opening up counseling calls, and there's hour options, there's 30-minute options. And so if you need some additional support right now, to kind of help you navigate what's the overwhelm, then the link is actually on shamangelichealing.com. If you go under counseling services, that's all there. 30-minute calls, 90-minute calls, those are available for you if you need that. If you have a friend that maybe is going through that and needs some extra support right now, that's what Shamangelic Healing does. That's what I do. So if that may be helpful for you or a friend, then please go ahead and take advantage of those. There's 30-minute calls and 60-minute calls if you need that. And also the podcast is available for you. The Shamangelic Healing podcast has free conversations. I'm going to be doing more Instagram TV for you guys. And I just want you to know that I am here for you. 100% here for you. You matter to me, and in any way, Shamangelic Healing podcast or anything that I can do, please let me know. Reach out with a private message and let me know how I can serve you right now, how I can help you. And I'm going to be acknowledging all of your comments. So thank you so much for tuning in. Deep love and gratitude. Blessing, soul family. Go forth and shine and serve and help somebody today. Love you. Thanks for tuning in.